So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the Apple AirPods Pro unboxing video. Now you can see right here they do come in this square case that says compatible with iOS devices, iPadOS, Apple Watch, and Mac with the latest software. Over here you can see Apple AirPods with wireless charging case designed by Apple in California. Apple right there, AirPods on the top, and there they are. So what are your first thoughts and first impressions on these? I just like the fact that they made the bottom tips shorter here of the Apple AirPods. It's just nice to see that those got shorter. That's about it. On the back you can see the wireless charging case does look a little bit thicker than before, but it still should be smaller to carry around than a lot of other competing headphones on the market. And because they have active noise cancellation, I think this is going to be a great addition to this AirPods device. Okay guys, so let's see what comes in this box. So right here we do have designed by Apple in California, and if we go ahead and open this up, you're going to see AirPods Pro, and of course it's going to be a manual that goes ahead and tells you how to connect it to any of your Apple devices. You also do have your warranty information and things like that. It's a 1-year factory unless you do get Apple Care for these things, and that's just the card. Once again, here is the Apple AirPods case itself, and taking a look at that next to the prior edition, you could see it looks a little bit wider, maybe a little bit taller as well, but it's not like a big case. It's still pretty manageable, still pretty small, and should slip into a pocket just fine. Okay, so exploring the rest of the contents in the box, you can see there's something right in there. We're gonna see what that is in just a second. So let's go ahead and take this out. And yeah, that is your customizable tips here for the AirPods. So now you have different sizes. So if it didn't fit your ears before, now you can make sure that it'll fit your ears with these customizable tips. So definitely nice that Apple included this. A lot of people complain that the AirPods just didn't fit them before, and this should be very beneficial for you now. And in the box, the rest that remains is just this USB-C to Lightning cord. Okay guys, so let's take this out of its plastic really quickly here, and then we'll see what comes in the case itself, like how it looks inside the case and all that, if it's pretty similar to before. This is my first time looking at these. You could see designed by Apple in California. The back has a similar closing material, it looks like, as the one before, just a little bit bigger. And you can see right there that the case overall is just slightly fatter than before, but I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I think you're still going to be fine with this. It's still very pocketable, but still a little bit bigger. So if you want the smaller case, you probably still want to go with the regular AirPods, not the AirPod Pros. So you can see right there, this one's lending to more of a horizontal look than a vertical look. You can see right there at the bottom, we do have ourselves the Lightning port. So let's go ahead and open them up. And there is the AirPods Pro. They look pretty beautiful so far, and look at that tip, a lot shorter than before. Let me go ahead and show you the older tip from the older AirPods to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna pull out a similar AirPod here, a similar side, and you could see just how smaller these AirPods have gotten from the past. And that's gonna be great for those people who didn't like how far these stuck out of their ears. Also, having these interchangeable tips can be very beneficial to some, but I think people who liked the earpods and they don't really like messing with these little things, that might not like these actually. So it's going to come down to the user's choice. So taking a closer look at these AirPods, you can see this tip right here is pretty strong. It's not going to come out too easily. Now, if you do want to take it off, all you have to do is just pull it off like that and put the other one on, and you can see the attention to detail Apple did pay attention here. Look at the fine detail around the the earpiece right there. They got like a chrome insert around it, and then at the bottom here of the AirPod you can see a little bit of chrome right there as well. So definitely lots of detail. Apple definitely paid attention here to this product. I think you're gonna like this one as well, and that's some of the easiest tips I've ever seen to put on some headphones. So it's a nice job done here. Now, some people might not like the way these look, but overall, I gotta say that I'm pretty impressed so far with just the attention to detail. They are definitely a premium feeling headphone. Okay guys, so I just wanna talk about some key specs with the AirPods Pro. These are the things that really matter with these, and Here goes a couple. Active noise cancellation, also known as ANC, featured on many other headphones on the market. It was only about time that Apple was going to put this in the AirPods. Happy it's here now. There's a transparency mode and adaptive EQ. In addition to that, they have the custom H1 chip in here, which means connecting to your Apple device is going to be extremely seamless on this device. These do support Hey Siri, so all you have to do is basically say that, and you can do things like play a song, you can make calls with these, or you can even get directions if you're out and about on your AirPods. These are sweat and water resistance. That's IPX4. So that means that you can take these to the gym. You could run with these, get a little sweat on them. You should be good, but I wouldn't be dunking these in water or anything like that. I don't know why you would, but if it starts raining really hard, I probably would take these off. Now the weight of the AirPods themselves are only 5.4 grams or 0.19 ounce. So very lightweight, of course. That's what you want to see. Man, that case just has a satisfying closing feel. You hear that? Oh, that's just satisfying. The wireless charging case is only 45 grams. Like, come on, this is nothing. So this is still a small case, even though it's bigger than before. Now, here's the kicker and why a lot of people are not super happy with what they're hearing so far. Now, here's one thing a lot of people are not liking what they're hearing so far, and that's 4.5 hours of listening time on a charge. The Powerbeats Pro does have about 9, so that's a little bit better, and it might be better for more active people, but if you want noise cancellation, these are where it's at. Now, 5 hours with the ANC turned off, 4.5 hours if you got it on. I'm going to leave it on, so I'm probably getting around 4.5 when I test these out. And if you are making phone calls, you can talk with these for about 3.5 hours. In 2019, how many of you are actually talking on a phone call for 3.5 hours? I don't know many people talking that long. So another key thing is that when you place these in the case, the AirPod Pros in the case, just 5 minutes will give you an hour of listening time. And these can last up to 24 hours with this case. Again, 18 hours of talk time. So if you're talking on these a lot, just charge them up every 3 hours. You should be able to get around 18. So these will definitely get you through the day. Of course, these are going to come with Bluetooth 5.0, which means super snappy, fast connections. And I should note that when it comes to iPhones, these will only connect to devices down to the SE or let's say the A9 CPU. If you have an iPhone 6, 6 Plus or below, those devices aren't going to work with these AirPods. So I got the iPhone 11 here. It matches the AirPods case perfectly. I'm hearing rumors that there's going to be different color AirPods Pro cases. We'll see what happens with that. I'm guessing Apple's going to stick with this white color though. So you can see right there when you open the case, it does say AirPods Pro, just like any other device, Beats device, AirPods device. With the Apple chip, you can see this nice little graphics. You just hit connect here and they should be connected. So it's giving you prompts when you do open them up, like how to use it. You could say use Siri. I'm going to use Siri right here. It'll say announce messages with Siri. I'm going to say announce messages with Siri, and it'll tell you how much charge you have on the AirPods Pro and how much charge you have in the case. Also, with iOS 13 here at the top, let's go to the right top. So I'm going to place them in my ear really quickly here and show you how the software does look when they are connected. So you can see right there that they are connected, and look at the little graphic there for the AirPods Pro. That's pretty cool that you can see that. You can also see that Apple included noise cancellation, or you can go ahead and turn it off, or transparency mode right here, which allows you to kind of hear what's going on in your environment. So pretty cool stuff, and you can control the volume of your AirPods right there. Let me go ahead and put the other one in, and we'll talk about how they feel really quickly here. Okay guys, so they're now in my ear here, and you could see how small these AirPods really are. I mean, they're nowhere near like before, and I can tell you right now that the noise canceling absolutely works on these devices. Like, I can barely hear anything right now. I don't even know if this microphone's picking me up, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on the transparency mode. And now I can hear you very well. So definitely these AirPods do have some pretty decent noise cancellation. I'm somebody who's used the Sony 1000Xs for years, as well as a lot of other noise canceling headphones. So I could tell you, I think you're gonna be happy with that noise cancellation. Okay guys, so I'm gonna listen to some music really quickly. Yeah, these definitely get loud enough. Definitely, these are gonna work enough to keep you in your own little world, listening to your music, canceling out music and canceling out the outside noises of the world, and all in this tiny, look at this tiny package right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on another AirPod, the old one, to show you how it looks with the new one. Okay guys, so you can kind of see the difference here. That's the old AirPod, that's the new AirPod over there, the AirPods Pro. And what I can say is that essentially this one doesn't seem to fit in your ear quite as tight. This one kind of, it's in there, like it feels a lot more like it's hugging the ear, like it's really inside the ear, nice and tight. So if you guys are like, you know, trying to run, or you're doing a lot of exercise, or you just had problems with these falling out, these are going to be a lot better than the old AirPods. So the cons of the Apple AirPods are a few. Well, first of all, like we said earlier, for some people, anytime you get a bigger size, it's less portable. Whether it's this small or not, I don't think it's a big deal, but still it's slightly bigger. So some people may not prefer that, as they might have loved the tiny floss size packet of, or the case of, the Apple AirPods. Next con for this device is it doesn't wirelessly charge on your iPhone. That would have been nice. Some people don't like that this is not that long of battery life, 4.5 to 5 hours. That's just not cutting it for people who can get 9 or 10 on some other wireless headphones. And at $250, these aren't that cheap in comparison to a lot of the competition. But will the pros outweigh the cons for these devices enough for me to recommend it? Well, I think they're nice and small, and they are a nice upgrade over the original AirPods because they hold in your ear a lot better. Next up, I do like that these do have noise cancellation. That is huge for this device right here, because the world is getting noisier and noisier every day. And as busy as we are, we're out and about all the time, we do want to have something to cancel out noise. Another pro of this device is you have customizable ear tips. So for people who couldn't find a fit with the AirPods, the originals, these might work for you. The next thing is that they are an Apple device. Beats are owned by Apple, but still it's got a different branding. So if you like to keep everything Apple, this is gonna match your lineup very nicely. So overall, I think that if you're willing to go $250 for these, yes, I can recommend them. But for people on a budget, the older AirPods are still a good option for you. If you don't care for noise cancellation, these you probably don't even have to look at, but I think they're a pretty good device. The marketing is insane on these so far, and you're gonna see a lot of commercials and things like that, but keep in mind there's a lot of competition in this segment, but this is just a great upgrade, I think, over the original AirPods and the AirPods Pro. That's it for me on this device. Let me know what you guys think about the AirPods Pro. Are you picking up one of these? Are you not? Are you excited about these? And if you want to see more coverage on this device, let me know down below. If I missed anything, I'll try to answer your questions, and subscribe if you haven't already. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to be well, and peace.